Dr.Aarti Prasad. She has been working as a physiotherapist for the past 35 years. She's qualified from Mumbai GS Medical College. She is specialized in musculoskeletal physiotherapy. She is a qualified trainer from Matrix Rhythm Therapy from Thera Academy, and she has conducted 55 workshops for physiotherapists across the country. In 2007, she was awarded the Best Doctor by the Rotary Club. In 2013, she was felicitated by the National Aeronautical Society. In 2014, she was felicitated by the Bangalore Physiotherapist Network for considerable contribution to the profession. 2014, she was felicitated by Mysore Udayan In 2017, she was given the Lifetime Achievement Award by BPM. In 2018, she was felicitated by Obstetrics Society for Fitness. In 2019, she was given the Women Achiever of the Garden University. She runs fitness classes for the geriatric groups. She works closely with the Best Gate group for garbage disposal. She at present heads the Department of Physiotherapy at the Dr. Krishna Hospital.
And we believe that after reading your achievements, we believe many more to come, doctor. And she's a wonderful doctor, she's a personal doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, hands together for the first.
Thanks so much. Hey, thanks so much. That was really wonderful. More importantly, happy Women's Day to everybody and all the men folk also, especially my husband. As we go on, I just want to say a few words about him as we go on. You know, yesterday, surprisingly, I was going through the newspaper. I get the Deccan Herald in my house, and I was going through this UN report. This UN report was called as Gender Gap. So I just read out some 2-3 lines out of it. It surprised me so much. This report says 90% of the world's population said they were prejudiced against women. Can you imagine this? That means women are prejudiced against women. 90% of the population is a huge number. 9 out of 10 people were biased against women. What did they say? What were the views? The views were, men are better politicians. Men are better leaders, business leaders. How many of us know business leaders? How many CEOs are present? How many of us know Indira Noyani? She was a CEO and she said that she was one of the biggest leaders that we had. Men going to the university is more important than women. Men should get preferential treatment in getting jobs. What shocked me more was the women saying that about women. And I think the biggest problems we have as women is women. The woman who discourages more than anything else. So I just went back again because both of them were just telling me about some of the anecdotes that I can get. I didn't know I was a funny storyteller, but still, some anecdotes that I can remember. You know, the first thing, how did I get into physiotherapy, went into my mind. When I was reading this, I thought I was very lucky in my life. You know how? The first person who encouraged me to become a physiotherapist was my dad. My father is no more, God bless his soul, but he was the first person. He said, you have to become a physiotherapist. This is what I want you to be. In those good old days, the parents used to choose the professions and not us. And then it was my brothers. I had 3 elder brothers who always were there. I remember one incident in my life which was so funny. I went to a convent school in Bombay, and this was my SSLC examination. And in those days, somebody would always accompany you to the examination hall. How many of you have had this experience? I don't know. But I had that experience. My brother came. My second brother came. And I was in a Christian school. So the father came and hugged me tightly. And he said, all the best to you. I want you to do very well. So it's fine. And he went on hugging me for some time. He wouldn't let go of me. When I went back home after the exam, my brother said, how many of you know Hindi here? Okay, most of us. My brother said, if he hugs you again like that, I'm going to break his legs. So, that was the kind of support system I had from the males in my life. That's what I'm trying to say more importantly. And then came my dear husband, Prasad SIYA-Women, who's a lawyer. I would just leave my 3-month-old baby with him and I would say, Prasad, this is my time. And he'd say, go ahead, you do what you want. And go for a walk, whatever I want you to do and come back. I don't think I have been what I am, but for Prasad. Let me tell you, I've always said this. Please continue the clap for my son, My son has been a darling male in my life, So I was just telling him today, I was telling my daughter-in-law today, I've got a 5-month-old granddaughter. I was just telling my daughter-in-law today, the amount of time I'm able to spend with my granddaughter, I did spend with my son. Because what was important to me? My career and becoming a better and better physiotherapist was more important to me than my family. But for my understanding family, I don't think I would be where I am right now. They have been so wonderful. So I think men can also play a big part as long as they are behind you like a big, big support. That's very important. When I joined physiotherapy, let's get back to my story about physiotherapy. When I went for my physiotherapy, I passed out, I got married and I shifted to Bangalore. My mother said, okay, what are you doing? You're nothing but a Mysore. This is what my mother told me. She was not happy that I became a physiotherapist. Her impression about physiotherapy was that, she must be massaging people. That was the impression. Then one fine day, they landed in Bangalore, about 10 years down the profession that I started working. They landed in Bangalore. And they came to my department and they sat among the patients there. And they said, oh yeah, she's our daughter, very casual statement. Like that, this is my daughter. It's your daughter. Oh my God, what wonderful work she does. Because of her I'm walking, because of her I'm standing. So that evening when they came in, they said, oh, you're doing very good work, I believe, I was so surprised that their daughter would. But this is all because of one man. My father told me only one thing. He said, work till you die. Don't stop work. It's extremely important. Please. So my father said, you continue working till you die. That was at the age of 30. He told me this and I said, my God, still a long way to die. But now, I feel, oh my God, I still continue, I want to continue. This is what I'm saying. I think, and he told me one thing. This was in college itself. He said, remember, you have to be financially independent. And I think that's extremely important. Though I do get a lot of pocket money from Prasad. That is a different aspect altogether. But remember, it is very important. The woman is extremely independent in than, money, dhan. That absolutely makes a woman completely whole. This is another aspect of women that I really wanted to touch is, as a physiotherapist, what worked for me? Vedh came to me with a broken arm. So is it okay if I mention So, yes, we are one family, right? He came to me like this. Can I meet it? His hand had broken. He had a broken elbow. To simplify matters, I'm not going to say his lateral epicondyle or whatever. But he came like this. And I said, Vedh, give me your hand. And he said, no, I'm not giving you. I said, Vedh, give me your hand. No, I'm not giving you my hand at all, So, it took me half an hour of talking to Vedh, because Vedh had only one question. Will I ever get better? Will I ever get better? So, I'm so passionate about being a physiotherapist. I just enjoy being a physiotherapist. In fact, Prasad always tells me, that is your meditation. You don't need to do meditation. And this is what I tell even my colleagues who work with me. I tell them only one thing. I said, work with this. Work with your heart. Empathize with the patient. Feel the patient's pain, and then you're really going to make the patient completely okay. And I think that is extremely important in all of us, whether it's a man or a woman. Empathy is extremely important, especially in our profession. I could talk to him for half an hour, and by the time he went back, his hand was like this. It was no longer held close to his chest, and his hand was straight like that. So I think empathy becomes passion, and empathy becomes very important as we go down the lane in our profession. The last thing that I want to say is what we have as women is motherhood. And I think the men don't have it, they really miss something in their lives. And I think this is something that because of which we are what we are. And that completes the woman in every possible way. The amount of sacrifice that we do as women and when we become mothers is something great. We have so many plus points as women. I think we can just work towards it and we become better people. And this bias will change completely and the UN report will be something very different. Thank you for listening to me.
So it was a wonderful talk on women, and I really don't know, whether the anecdote was for you or not me. But we all enjoyed the talk, and thank you so much for letting us all know the true sense of motherhood, especially. Thank you so much.